Hey, YouTube. Welcome back to another episode of Matters of the Heart with me, Cheryl Stewart. In today's episode, I will be talking to you guys about what happened to me about 2.5 weeks ago. So stay tuned. All right. So about 2 weeks ago, it was on a Saturday. I went to dialysis at like 6 that morning. I got home at like close to 10, and I took a nap. Slept till like maybe 4 o'clock, and yes, got up, had a little bite to eat, and then I'm out doing my runs, making some errands, and so I'm in the car and I'm driving and I'm starting to feel like terrible. I know like my hands were tingling, my legs were tingling, my muscles were getting weak. And so I told my niece, who is pretty much a new driver, I'm like, look, you're gonna have to drive because I'm starting to feel horrible. Next thing I know, I'm like getting hot flashes. I'm starting to sweat. I'm feeling like I have to regurgitate. And then she took over, and just tears just started falling down my face. I wasn't trying to cry, but I don't know why, but I just felt horrible. So we went and picked up my mom, and they took me right to the ER. So I'm thinking like, okay, it's nothing, I'm just like, okay, they're gonna let me go home. Well, they got my labs back. And for any of you kidney patients out there, you know that your potassium and phosphorus are two of the main, things that you need to watch in addition to your fluid intake. Well, anyway, my phosphorus was perfectly normal, but however, that potassium was a 7.3. Anything over 5, they kind of tell you like, hold on now, pump your brakes. But anyway, mine was a 7.3, and I had to be sent right to the ICU. Why did I have to be sent to the ICU, you may ask? Well, because anytime kidney patients have high potassium, it can stop the heart, all your muscles shut down because it makes the muscles very, very weak. So I got to the ER just in time. They started giving me all kinds of stuff to, kind of break it down or whatever. And then I had to be dialyzed like right away because dialysis pulls the potassium out of the blood, right? The crazy thing is, I went to dialysis that morning. I went that morning. Potassium should have been fine. However, what made it spike, I have no idea. Typically, they were asking me like, oh my God, what did you eat? What did you drink? Crazy thing is, I had one taco that day. One. And I'm like, okay, why did my potassium go up? Well, anyway, we still don't know why my potassium shot up so high. It was so high to where like they told me like at any given moment, my heart probably could have stopped. And that wouldn't have been good. So I got dialyzed that night for 4 hours. And then they checked my labs again. The potassium had came down to 3.3. Well, they felt like that was a false reading because it was too soon after dialysis to check it. Usually they try to give you like a little window to get a true reading. Well, anyway, it was a 3.3. And then it went down to 3.3, and then they checked it again like later on that day, went back up to 6.1. So I had to get dialyzed again for another 4 hours. So I just had constant dialysis. Within that 24-hour period, I had 2 4-hour sessions. So I was there for a few days, and it finally came back down to normal range. But then I had to go back to dialysis the very next day that I got out of the hospital. So anybody who is on dialysis or is a kidney patient, and have not yet started dialysis, please, 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 I beg of you, please keep your potassium in check. You monitor your potassium by what you put in your mouth. So please, 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 please educate yourself on what foods have high potassium, what fruits, what vegetables, because a lot of things that you think are like okay and that are healthy, We cannot consume those things. An average person can consume bananas, tomatoes, what else? Oranges, stuff like that. We cannot. So yes, that was a scare for me. Yes, had my heart stopped, I wouldn't be here sitting here talking to you today. So this is basically a short informational video. Please keep your potassium in check. Dialysis patients, people who are suffering from decreased kidney function, please check your vegetables, check your labels on your fruits, your vegetables, juices, all of that stuff. Tomatoes, all of that stuff. Tomatoes is a definite no-no. Potatoes, please beware, be careful. You don't want to end up in the ICU like I did, and I was just blessed that I'm still here to tell you this story. Otherwise, yeah, I wouldn't be here. So it's a blessing that I am. I thank God for keeping me. I am now watching my potassium like a hawk. So yes, if you guys have any questions, please feel free. Drop a comment down below. A question about anything regarding kidney failure, whatever, doesn't matter. Even if it's not that, hit me up. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up if you felt this video was informational. Please be sure to like, share, and also don't forget to purchase my book. All right. You can find this on Amazon.com. If you want to purchase one from me directly, please, you can DM me on Instagram at Mrs. Cheryl_Denise. That's on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook under my name, Cheryl Stewart. And also, hey, if you want to request one from here, please let me know. You can drop a comment in the comment section below. So I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I will be back with another video. Let me know what you guys want me to talk about also. And I will make that video as well. So give me some suggestions as to what you would like, for me to talk about. And I will be back. Thank you for tuning in. This is once again Matters of the Heart with me, Cheryl Stewart. I love you guys. Peace out.